Hey, Nixa Public Schools, Dr. Kopp here. And I wanted to share a little bit about some of the things that will look differently when our kids come back to school this year. Two of the main things we are going to focus on when our kids come back is sanitization for our hands and also physical distancing. And so you'll actually see one of these hand sanitizers in every classroom from pre-K all the way up to 12th grade. And so when our kids come to school, time to sanitize. When our kids head to lunch, time to sanitize. When our kids get back from lunch, time to sanitize. We are going to be encouraging hand sanitizing all day long. And hopefully that will provide a nice level of protection for our students. Another thing that will be a little different for our students this year is having more space in our classrooms. Our teachers and administrators are looking at ways to create space in their classrooms. They will be trying their very best to develop physical distancing in each classroom. However, in some places where maybe there are tables, you may see dividers or barriers that will be set up to provide another layer of protection for our students. So a couple of things, simple things that we'll be doing, but I think things that will have a big impact on keeping our kids safe. We believe that with all of us working together, this school year has great promise. And now your principal will share more information about what's happening at your building.
Hi guys, it's Dr. Kelly at the high school, and I was just going to inform you on some of the changes that you'll notice as you come into the building as we prepare to start school this fall. One of the first things you'll notice as you come into the building each morning is obviously that we'll be wanting you to wear your mask, and so we'll ask that you put your mask on. And once school gets going at 7:15, when that bell rings, all students will be going to their classes at that time. In the past, we've congregated in the commons, but we won't be doing that this year. We'll be sending kids on to class. In class, students will be required to wear their mask unless they can appropriately social distance. In many of our classes, it is a task for us to socially distance, but where available, we will allow students. We won't have to worry about the mask in those situations. We also, in certain classes, such as welding and those types of classes, when students are doing the labs, they won't be required to have the mask on in those scenarios as well. At lunch is going to look a little bit different as students will be spread out across the lunchroom. We'll make sure that there's appropriate distancing between students, and we're going to be using some different areas of the school for lunch this year, including some of our outdoor spaces. So in order to ensure that appropriate distancing is taking place, we just want to make sure that we're using every part of our building to make that happen. Some other changes you'll notice is every classroom has been equipped with hand sanitizer, so we are going to ask that when students come into classrooms and then at the end of the hour when they leave a classroom that they're using the hand sanitizer. We will also have rags and spray bottles that will be used to clean the desk and clean their space after every single class period as well. So those are some of the changes we're doing here. We are very excited for seated school to begin again on August 24th, and we can't wait to see everybody. Thank you.